Good evening, girls and boys. We start in chapter 7. Today is about classifying angles on page 535, and our standard is G. It's standard for geometry. So we start in geometry. So we have a lot of vocabulary word we have to go through, and these are really easy to understand and extremely necessary to understand for you guys to be able to solve the problems. Okay, so let's start with the first one, a vertex. Basically, a vertex is just where two arrays meet. So this point will be the vertex of these two arrays where they meet. Okay, so we can name it A. A right angle is exactly 90-degree angle. So as you see in this drawing, so this is a 90-degree angle, also called a right angle. An acute angle is an angle formed here. If you take this example, so this is approximately about 90-degree angle. So any angles that's less than 90 degrees is called an acute angle. So I give you an example. So this angle, we can clearly see it's less than 90-degree angle, so it's an acute angle. This one, again, it's an acute angle. So any angles that you can draw inside a 90-degree angle would be an acute angle. So it just has to be less than 90-degree angle. An obtuse angle is an angle that's greater than 90 degree. Now, this is a 90-degree angle. So for the angle to be obtuse, that means it has to be on this side. So for example, this angle will be an obtuse angle. This one will be an obtuse angle. So it's an angle that's greater than 90-degree angle. A straight angle is an angle that's equal to 180 degrees, and it's usually a straight line. So this angle is 180 degree, or a straight angle. So the vertical angles is basically, so these two angles, this angle right here and this one, you see they're sharing the first same vertex. So these two angles are considered as vertical angles. Or you can do the same for these two. Also, these two angles will be vertical to each other. So, and adjacent angles, if they share a common vertex and a common side and do not overlap. So, for example, that means they're sharing the side. So we have this line, right? And let's consider this one. So we're considering these two angles. These two angles share a side, so they're considered as adjacent angles.